Ooh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. I am a Circle of Light, and we are starting our new farm on my, Farming Simulator 22. I think this is my first stream. Picked up the game a couple weeks ago. Didn't play it almost at all the first week. I'd been setting up my peripherals, getting everything ready. Last week, just dived into it, learning as much of the new stuff as I could before I felt comfortable streaming it. So we are working with brand new. Go ahead and start it. We have no save games. I decided to go ahead and start fresh from the beginning with you all so we can farm together. And hopefully, possibly by next week, we might actually be doing some multiplayer with a friend who's also playing the game. You see him right there, my last subscriber, Emperor Cena. He streams also YouTube. Check out his channel. He's doing a lot of Farming Simulator 22 and Microsoft Flight Simulator, just like I do, plus a few other games he does. So let's go ahead and start our empty slot. We're gonna do Farm Manager Medium, and we are going to start on the second map. So I have played a little bit on all three, and from what I've gathered, Elm Creek is the largest map in the game, and really looks like it's set up for multiplayer because there are multiple farms that you can buy. Different corners of the map, so that would be a great map to start for multiplayer, playing online with some friends. Single player though, the other two maps are more geared to single player. The second map, Haut-Beyleron, not sure exactly how that's pronounced, but this one is currently my favorite map until we get some mod maps from the community. This map, not quite as big as Elm Creek, but the placement of everything is just so much nicer, in my opinion. And the actual fields, well, you'll see when we get in. The actual fields are just set up so much better. Let's check out all these mods. I've been just testing mods too to find out what we want. Just some quality of life mods, the automatic turn lights, so when you use your turn signal, it'll automatically turn itself off like it's supposed to once your steering goes back to neutral. We were checking out this kind of a hybrid cedar planter. I do like it. It is geared. Some of the options are you can really put, I think it's like 5,000 liters of seed and fertilizer in it, which is just, you know, way bigger than the actual capacity, so we don't go nearly that high. Just to keep it more realistic. Of course, this one here, this is just with the track pack that comes with the game. When you buy the, I think it's the deluxe or something like that. Our Case Magnum, one of my favorite tractors from Farming Simulator 19. Class Dominator, create fields with cultivator, which I prefer this just because of the awkward, wonky diagonal position of plows. For creating fields, it's really a pain in the ass. So I like to just use the square-ended cultivators for creating fields. Fiat 13 DT. This was another one I remember from Farming Simulator 19, but it's it really sucks. I mean, it's a good tractor. It's just not for what I need. It's very slow. I think top speed's like 15 miles an hour, so it's just not that useful. The only good thing about it is it's cheap in the store. Full stop mod. This mod will, if you have played this game, you'll notice if you have if you're driving your own combine or harvester, when it fills up, it will not stop. It'll just keep on plowing through and start destroying your crops. This actually forces the harvester to stop rolling forward when you fill. So, great little mod. Quality of life. You need it. Government subsidy. We were using this just to be able to buy all this different stuff. I'll just leave it in the game. We probably won't use it, but especially not the bigger one, the one that gives you like $375,000 an hour. The smaller one's like $350 an hour, so it's the equivalent to like I think the largest wind turbine in the game. Multi-fruit buying station, another nice quality of life mod from Farming Simulator 19 and 17, I think, maybe even more. This one just allows you to buy everything at your farm. Excuse me. Everything from seed to fertilizer to pig food, everything. And the price seems just about realistic. Hey dude, what's going on? Just saw you in the just saw you in the chat, man. Appreciate you stopping by. I figured you'd still be sleeping. You still awake? You been asleep yet? And how you doing, Eleanor Reed? Welcome to the stream. Player strength, just another quality of life. This one is not the OP version. There's two strength mods available right now. This one only allows you to pick up pallets and wood, so you can't pick up tractors and trailers and all that nonsense. So this one here is just limited. Lets you just, move things around that you need to, large bales, as needed. The Reich Pack. These are great, absolutely great trailers with lots of different versions. Roll-in pack, of course, this one is, it won't even let me bring it up, will it? Just more trailers. And the Stratman, very basic, maximum 12,000 liter trailer with bale trailer option also. You had to take your daughter to school. I'm trying to get Flight Sim up and running on my laptop so that we could. That's impressive if your laptop will run Microsoft Flight Simulator, man. And has enough power to run your peripherals? Or do you just, how do you fly on your laptop? Same way? And then of course we have the double yield mod. Many different versions of this mod. Well, different mods that basically do the same thing. Some of them will increase your crop yield like up to 10 times, which is just crazy. I think double's just pretty good. Actually, I think this is almost a little bit more realistic compared to real world. Oh, sweet. Gaming laptop. You are lucky, my friend. Yeah, man, that would have totally sucked with your GPU going down, biting the dust, and if you didn't have anything else to play on. So I'm glad you got that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump in. How did it do that? I'm gonna have to go back out. Sorry. I was not trying to start on Elm Creek. I could have swore we switched it over to the right map. No problem. It's just gonna take us a second. I'm not sure which mod it is that I'm running, but it won't go back to the main screen. It just closes the game. Went too fast. There we go. Alright, let's get back to where we were. Second map. Continue. All mods good. What? Can't remember if I was going to turn one of these off or not. Yeah. The Fiat. Didn't want that one. Oh, so what are you going to do now, Ann? You've been up all night and then took your daughter to school. Now you're going to sleep? That's about how I do it. I've had to really push myself to get off this game since it launched because I'd be up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Farming. So addictive. So, last night I saw 1 o'clock on the on the wall and I was like, I better go. Otherwise I'd have stayed with you as long as you were streaming. A330. The A380, I don't think there's an A380 mod yet for Microsoft Flight Simulator. But a fly-by-wire is making an A380. And yeah, it's a big plane also. But the 330 is the equivalent of like the Boeing 787. It's the big one. So it's like 12 or 14,000 nautical mile range, like a 747. Yeah, man, there's always something to do. It's just like, I'll be falling asleep in the chair and it's just like, okay, I need to stop. And then I'd realize, oh, if I just wait 3 more hours, it'll be the next day and then I can start harvesting these crops and just never stop. I'm starting early. I don't have any plans today. So who knows? I could be streaming all day long on this one. Alright, let's go ahead and make our dude. Long hair with the man bun. Just like me. Let's go to my hair color. Kind of a light brown. Here for a little chin strip. I like his starting outfit. Don't like the jean color. Let's go a little bit darker. And some darker shoes. There we go. Glasses, of course, because I am blind. Confirm. Alright, we are at the starting map here with $1.5 million, and we're not sure what we're going to do yet, how we're going to set this up. You have to restart everything when you're... Why do you have to restart? You can't port your... Just take your save game file and like save it to a flash drive and put it on your PC. It should have all your save game data. If you wanted to do that. I mean, you could start fresh. That's what I'm doing. It's always fun. I mean, sometimes I'll just play for weeks and weeks and weeks and just be like, you know what, fuck it, and delete and start a new one. I was interested in what is for sale in the store, because sometimes that'll help me decide what I want to start doing. But, God, there's nothing. This doesn't help me at all. You know, if there's like a cotton harvester or something I could have bought. Alright. Nothing. So let's go to our farmland. And we are right here, so let's go ahead and buy our farm with our first field for 148,000. True. Yeah, I do that a lot. I'll start playing a game, and once I realize easier or better ways to do things, I'll just start fresh with that knowledge, and things just go a lot more smoothly. Let's pick up this second field. This one's kind of on a slope. This one's almost flat, so we can use half of this field for possibly some animals. This would be a good feed field. So let's buy 40 and 38. And I will probably cheat just a little bit, depending on our starting financial situation, because I do want to put in the farmhouse here, just so I have a place to sleep. I don't have any kind of mod that lets me sleep anywhere. That's backwards. Oh, now we gotta line it up. This road's kind of curved too. This is not gonna help. Gotta look straight on the side. That's straight enough. Alright, plop her down. All right. Skip a couple days just to refresh the store. Hopefully just need to skip one day. It's the wrong time for planting anyway, so I usually skip till March. Alright, let's check what's available. That's all we got new. Good lord. Man, this is not updating. Okay, so let's screw that. Let's go up here, check our... Oh, we need to go into our settings first. Difficulty, normal. That's why I use the 2 times yield mod. That way I can keep the economy at normal, and then we get our double yield, so it just increases a little bit how much money we're making instead of dropping down to easy. Traffic on, seasonal growth on, days per month 1, visual off, snow on, crop destruction on, plowing on, field stone. I disable that in the beginning, and the lime, until I have enough money to actually afford all that equipment, because there's no reason to just screw up my tractors and get less yield. I love doing that work, but until I can actually do something about it, I keep them off. Dirt, slow, because this stuff gets too dirty too fast. Automatic engine start off, the stop and go braking off, trailer filament off, fuel usage normal, and turn all these to off so we're not wasting money. And I think everything else is set: dollars, miles, Fahrenheit, acres. Sensitivity is... Go ahead and save it. Just curious, how much is that, the server cost? And is the server running 24 hours a day, so if nobody's playing, the game is still on and the days are still going by, so you could, like, you know, if nobody logs in, your crops could wither? How does that work? Because I know, like, most servers you buy, I used to rent one for Ark a long time ago. And it's just, it's always online. Alright, so you really need 3 or 4 people playing it, that way somebody can be on most of the time. Or at least someone will be on most of the time. Alright, we got cotton. When is cotton ready? Ready to harvest next month. Full of weeds. What are we growing over here besides weeds? Potatoes? That's about worthless. I don't want to do potatoes right now. I will do some. Sometimes I'll split like a smaller field with potatoes if I want to do pigs, just so they have some food. Or the beets. So, it looks like we're probably going to... $13 a month, that ain't bad. I could split that with you. We could all just take turns paying for it if we wanted to. I know you got probably a couple other people that will be playing on it. Share the burden. Normally, I like doing cotton too sometimes, but you really have to do it in like mass quantity. Because I hate doing a field, getting one bale, and then 3/4 of another bale, and you can't do anything with it. And then you gotta wait till next year, since we have seasons now. Oh. Alright, let's not do cotton. And let's not do potatoes. We could plant wheat and barley and canola right now for all setup. So let me turn down the game time to real time so it doesn't get away from us. Get out of the way and head to our store. Okay, so first we're gonna need a harvester. Get one of the basics. Should we do Deuce or Dominator? 7,500 or 8,500? I bet they have the same 6 meter, 6 meter, or no, 5.1, 6 miles an hour. Alright, we're gonna go with the top liner. I'm gonna change our wheels. We don't get tracks with this one. Alright, we'll stay with standard by... Get the header for it. And let's see, we're gonna need a cultivator. 4 meter, 5 meter. And then we get into the really big ones. 250 horsepower. That's a shallow. I don't want a shallow cultivator. See what the sub-solar is we got. Oh, 435 horsepower. Jesus. So that's our only two deep. But the sub-solar takes care of the plowing also. So we don't have to worry about that. 435. I guess we could drop it and get a really good plowing tractor. So all in all, that's going to cost us about 450,000. Let's just do it because we got bigger fields on this map. So large tractors. $431 up to $517. $38,000 additional for the So 378 plus almost 70,000 for the all right. We've got field taken care of. So we're going to need a planter or seeder. Meter, 15 meter. Eight and 6. So our only options with fertilizer, 120 or 206,000. Decisions. We're going to run out of money fast. Such a big boy. There we go with this one. The mod. That works. 1,000 liter capacity. That's about what it would be normally. And then, like I said, this mod goes up to 2,500 and 5,000. So 7,500. Now we'll leave it at 1,000. For the seed. And the fertilizer, that's a bigger tank, so that could be 2,500. Buy that. Alright, we got our seeder taken care of. Now we need a tractor for it. So let's head to the mediums. Want to stick with Fint. We can do our case. 24 top. I need something also that can deliver crops, and this one has a 31 mile an hour top speed, so that's better. Quite a bit more expensive, but especially if we upgrade the engine. We'll need it for pulling our trailers. We need a rear twin wheel for that. So this could pull our seeder and our trailers. So let's just stick with standard, I guess. Front loader, no. It's going to have plenty of weight with the fertilizer attachment on the front. And we're going to need a fertilizer spreader and a weeder. So we'll just go with the cheapest spreader. We might not even need that. I think a subsoiler will add a fertilizer state. When going over like the stubble or growing crops. So I think we'll get one automatically, then when we seed we'll get the second. So we could skip that. We're just going to need weeding. I was using this weeder in my last game, and for some reason it was destroying crops. So I don't know if it was bugged or if these two back tires, this is where it was killing the crops. It wasn't on the side wheels. So it's like it's registering these as normal tires, not narrow. What is row guard? Is that necessary? You know anything about this weeder? Why it's so much more expensive? Chop star 90. Weeders pull out small ground weeds between crops, improve the field state. They can only be used in the first growing stage of crops. Oh, you know what? That's probably why it was destroying crops. I think I was weeding in the second stage. That's because I didn't have weeds till the second stage. That's what I used to do. I don't have everything on when I start, but I typically try to work toward having everything on just for the most realistic experience once I can afford all the equipment, because you can see our money's going down fast and we don't have the rock picker, we don't have anything to lime the fields, and if we couldn't afford that subsoiler, if they didn't have a good subsoiler that can take care of the plowing state, I might have even turned plowing off until we could afford something, because I don't like to plow fields with a plow. It just takes forever, especially on the bigger fields. I think the largest plow gives you like 4.5 meters per row, so it's just going for days. Yeah, I hear you. No judging, man. No judging. You should see how much I cheat in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I could do all the stuff, but it's just... sometimes it's just easier. I guess we'll just stick with the 9 meter. Because we can use it to put grass down if we need to. And it's cheap. 1.4 tons. So we're just going to need to buy a little weight with that. So 650 or 600. Let's look at all the weights. I like the 750. Gives you a little bit more playability. Let's buy that. Alright, so we have the plow, or cultivator, which is subsolar. We have our seeder. We have our weeder. We're going to need a trailer for picking up our crops. And then we'll see how much we have left. Let's go over to our modded ones because they're so much better. The rice are good. You also have the animal option. Which is just that. I guess they just hang out in there. Animal transport. Bale trailer with droppable sides. Capacity 16, 23, animal. Now for 16s, 22,000. But if we go to the Stratman, we can go up to 12 for 13. So that's enough to completely empty the harvester and then make it back around. So that's all we need really, right there. So I like them with the covers. Alright, so we have all our basics. We need a silo, and we need... which I think that's about all we're going to have. We're not going to have enough for a baler, just in case we do straw. Yet. Alright, so let's go down to construction. And I'll repaint all this eventually. Let's see our silos. 117,000 for the smallest. But why go small when you can go big? Alright, that's going to be all our money. I'm not going to need to cheat. I'll probably just take out a loan. Because we could pay that back. Let's just make sure it's straight. So hard to tell. So from that corner to that, well, that seems about right. It's just barely touching the grass on each of those beams. All right, we'll leave this road. So probably put that about right there. Like I said, leave that road. Oh, let's go to painting. So I can get carried away with this. I only have $980 left. So I'm not going to take out a loan to paint. So we'll fix that later. The only thing we need left is the all-in-one multi-fruit buying station. And it's 2,500. Plus we'll need a little money to buy our seed and everything we're gonna need. So let's borrow 50,000. Just to give us a little security blanket. And put that as close as we can. Then we'll have 3 pathways. Alright, we could do a little bit. Dirt. And it'll look really good when we're all done. We're not going to do any of this. Asphalt. Alright, let's get it started. So we got, looks like some tire paths. Alright, so now we need to get our equipment. I don't like warping, but we're not going to run there to the store on foot. It's not that far away, but... Alright, let's go ahead and get her started. Jump into first person. And apparently there's a wall behind us, so... I don't think they'll mind if we cut through their field. Because the shortest route between 2 points is a straight line. We'll buy this field eventually and just make us a little road over here. Shortcut to the store. start our big tractor. We'll go ahead and hook up our subsoiler and get it started on a job so we can plant today. Yeah, we'll keep you on the road, I guess. The only thing about these double tires, you can't fit in a lane. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of this potato field. It's our largest, just by a little bit shorter. Let's go ahead and unfold. Alright, don't have too much space off the side. Whoa, went too far. Let's back up. Whoop. Got a little crazy with it. Yeah, I'm using the wheel. Go ahead and start the helper and get out. That's making the seed bed. I think. No, it's the stubble. I'm confused. Subsolar shouldn't make stubble. I wonder if I'm gonna have to go over it twice. Yeah, it does. Just like the yoke or the side stick makes Microsoft Flight Simulator so much better. Is it giving us any fertilizer state? I used this thing all day yesterday, and it did not do this to the field. And why are you stopping there? I swear you can't pay for good help. Yeah, it does, because it's just like the wheels just like 100% or not. You can't just stop it a little bit. You got to sit there and jerk your wheels when you're going around corners and stuff just to... Yeah, they have. I don't know if it's just because I put the silo too close, but he had enough room to drive all the way out and in that spot. I'm just going to restart him just to see if the second pass clears up the field or not. No. But I don't understand why I got like 2 fertilizer states and only 1 in that little spot. Alright, so it's not working. Alright, we'll put the hover back in there. And finish off, get our next tractor. And the next thing we're going to need... I can't drive tractors in third person for some reason. Go ahead and get our seeder. I was thinking about getting the manual attachment mod. A little more work, but you have to actually, you know, get out of your tractor, come back here, and connect things. Just kind of fun. Alright. Woo. Got like 3 feet of air that time. Sorry, little Napoleon Dynamite reference. Speaking of Napoleon Dynamite references, I have hold on 1 second. Trying to set up my chat. No, it's not working there. Hold on one second. Where is my chat? It's my little chat widget, but it's not showing. See, like, this is as far as it shows me. And it won't hold the chat window open. So it just zips it back to that small size. Okay. What if it just needs an update or something? Because I'm using Stream Elements for the chat, and I have all the chat stuff set up for Stream Elements, and it's just showing like part of my YouTube page for the chat instead of just a chat box. So I got my whole video and see, I don't know. Wonky. Check for updates. No update available. All right. I'll have to work on that. I'll switch to our front tool. Get some fertilizer. And before we can do that, we're going to have to touch up our own field, so we'll go ahead and get it lined up, though. Alright, what do we want to plant? We can plant wheat, barley. I don't think we can do oat. Wheat, barley, canola. Let's go ahead and do canola. That sells for quite a bit more than wheat or barley. Actually, no, I'm going to do animals soon, so let's go ahead and throw some wheat down. That's what we'll do next. Oh, we just gotta wait for this stupid worker so I can go back and fix these spots. We'll just start it for now. Is that planting? Okay, so that's just what it looks like when you have when it fertilizes for you. Now, it must just look like that because we ran over fully grown crops, or pretty much fully grown, because if that was harvested, like yesterday I was doing all that soybean. After I harvested the soybean and ran over it, it just looked like a cultivated field. Didn't have all that debris. We get one more pass, then we'll have to stop it till we get that cultivator over here. Just make sure it's not messing up. Alright, he's on his last pass, so. Do you use Streamlabs or just OBS Studio? Because I switched to OBS. And I like it in some ways. In some ways I kind of miss the Streamlabs. I'm not going to go back to paying for Streamlabs, so I didn't like it that much more. It's pricey. I don't make any money on my streams yet, so I am not monetized, so I need to quit dumping money into it till I make something. Alright, let's go ahead and stop. And once my tractors are on my farm, I don't use the teleport between tractors anymore. I'll run. It looks like that's the only spot that messed up. And I'm sure that's just because of what I put down. I might cheat, sell it, and just get myself enough money to buy a new one, since it doesn't let you move anything in the game. Is it enough? Ooh. Sorry, I get a little jumpy with it. You're right about the spring. So I know most wheels have them, but this one just like, if you ever, slip off the wheel, it just flings itself around. Then shakes my whole desk. Or the whole stand. Alright, that looks good. Let's go ahead and take her over to our other field. And hopefully won't have the same problems over here. See, now what's that giving us? It's giving us some fertilizer. Not much. But now it is. Now it shows 50%. Alright. Oh, your wheel vibrates? That would be cool. But yeah, I bet vibration over time probably messes up the wheel. You know it does that in like controllers. Like the Xbox and PlayStation controllers that vibrate. If they didn't vibrate, they'd last longer. It just slowly over time loosens things up inside. So I've heard, and from experience, so. Alright, let's go ahead and back up. Just a foot or two. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all it is. It's just for some reason, even though we're a good ways away from the field, this is causing some issues with the AI. Alright, so we're just... See, now I'm bored. I guess I could drive one of these tractors, but... What the hell now? Something's all jacked up. The game did not do this at all when I was playing before. So it's not registering where the end of the field is. Let me test something real quick. Get our steel. I wonder if the tree's blocking it. I did remove the trees on my last game. Just because the harvester did have problems. Nothing else did. Like the planters and everything. Everything seemed to work fine. We'll see now. If it comes all the way to the end, it's the trees. I'd really have to hate... Nope. I'd really hate to have to start a new game. Because it's not registering the end of the field. And we will know in just a second, because I'm going to put it down, take it past this spot, and if I try to do a helper, it'll say can't find field. Well, now it went further down and has stopped their task. Alright, one more experiment. Start across the road for now. It still might not work just because there's stumps on the ground. What are you doing, helper? I am genuinely confused right now. Yeah, I think my helper is too. Okay. Is it just doing that because it's registering where... And it's not finishing. Dang it. We are just having bad luck. Oh. Yeah, I think it's just the save. Yeah, it's stopping and turning around. No? Okay. It just skipped a spot. You know, what is the point of AI if you just have to babysit them? At least he's doing okay. Alright, so it's either something wonky with the field, the way it loaded in, or this subsoiler. Because we're going to have the same problem when we get this way, because the house is in the way. Yeah, they clearly didn't. Some things are better. I have noticed some of the stuff is better, but they still just have just as many problems in other areas. I played this game on this map, on this field, for probably 8 hours yesterday. And I was playing the whole time you were streaming, plus before you started streaming. With this subsoiler, granted I did remove the trees, just the ones on the back, not the side row. I didn't need to do those. And everything went fine. Oh my god. Okay, get rid of our house. Fall down. Really? Okay. So it almost made it. Alright, no trees, no house. Will you go to the end? Okay, so we partially solved it. And you just went a mile out there. This is, if it wasn't annoying, it'd be entertaining. Fucking idiot. Alright, job is complete. Where are you going? Okay. Alright. One more test. Go, 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 go. You made it. Oh. I'm trying to get him as low as I can. But they still might be high and register. There's a tree stump. Alright, let's get it turned around. One more time. Let's start over here on this corner. See if it makes any difference. Ah, this is supposed to be a Let's Play, and it feels more like a bug testing. Okay. You gotta go further because you can't turn right. Understandable. I think it's still because of those stumps. So we got it fixed over there, and now we're just having a problem here. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the stumps. Alrighty. What the hell was that? I'm paying good money for this, you know that? Yeah, this is all the helper. Okay. How could I do it my damn self? Get it done faster anyway. All right. Let's go ahead and get it planted. Maybe I should just save and reload. Get the fuck out of my field. Alright, so that worker did a fine job. Once it got away from the silo. Alright. Sold the house. We got over 100,000. We could do our baler. So we'll go ahead and do some more wheat. I'm going to start on the problematic side, where these cedar trees were, or whatever they are. And see if the worker does alright over here. Would you look at that? Okay, so that tractor and the cedar don't have any problems. Maybe it's just the subsoiler that's bugged. I can work around that. I can subsoil myself. If the cedar does its job correctly and everything else, then that's not a problem. Because I do like subsoilers, because they give you that extra fertilizer state. Alright, get a backup, that's fine. Okay, okay. You may pass. Where the hell did I go? Oh. Alright, our seeder is working good. So, that is slightly relieving. I'm pretty sure that's the same subsolar we had before. Yeah. I didn't have this one. That's a monstrosity. And the biggest cultivator we have is up to 8 meters with the extensions. Maybe we'll just switch to that instead of doing the subsolar. Or I could just always do the subsoiling. Alright, this wheat, pretty much 2 fertilizer states. What the hell? Is it just me? There's just something really weird happening. Let me restart it. I don't have any different mods. So I don't think it's that. No game update yet, so it's not like we have a mod mismatch or anything. Let's start you again. Oh, you're already lowered. That's mostly going to be second stage fertilizer, so I don't need to run more fertilizer over it. It's good enough. I just think this is what's giving us problems. I don't know. We'll stick with it for the time being, I guess. So we're gonna need a little bit of baling technology. Probably start off with some chickens, just because they're the simplest to take care of, and then work our way into maybe some pigs. I like doing pigs, even though they require so many different types of food. We'll own all these fields here. There's 3 down this strip. These 2 I can merge together to make one bigger field, and then this one here, merge it with the one that's all the way down south, number 39, make one long field. Good for cotton, corn. I like my corn and stuff. Any row plants and long, narrow fields. Just for harvester purposes, because each strip down here, when these 2 fields were merged together, when I did corn, 2 fertilizer states, each row got like 49% full. So by the time it got back to the end, it would have been full. So it was like a full load every time it came back. So I just really just hung out here with my trailer, and that worked out perfect. And this field and that one is just a little wonky because it's got that slanted side over on the east side of the field. So you can't run like up and down because it'll get all weird when it gets to that end trying to go up and down rows there. You got to kind of keep it straight back and forth. So these fields aren't great for merging together for that reason. When they release what's that mod? Courseplay? I love Courseplay. Because then you could actually, you could set up your tractors, not to just do strips up and down, but you could do head rows where it would actually, harvest or plant or whatever in a circle pattern. So, or you could have it set up, those 2 fields, which are actually covered up by the map right now, but these 2 fields, if you connect them with Courseplay, you could actually have the tractor, whatever job it's doing, handle this field like it's a long rectangle, and once it was done with that, it would come and do this, like a little different, like you could do spiral it, just to make sure it wasn't leaving little chunks here, which AI is typically known to do, because they won't back up all the way where they're supposed to, and they'll just leave a triangle shape all the way down that you have to go back over yourself. Okay, tank is empty, so you can do almost the full job. But we are out of seed. Not a problem. Was that close enough? Yep. What? Oh. C's back here. Okay. will you let me fill you up? Thank you. They were almost done. Let's finish up ourselves. There used to be in the other farming simulators, the workers, even if there's like this little bit of a strip, it would stay on the field when it worked it. But now it'll actually drive off the side of the field, which in itself causes problems. Because if the field is like angled, sometimes when it reaches the end, it'll think the job's done instead of going all the way down to the end. I preferred when they stayed on the field instead of going off to the side, you know, to line up the edge of the tool with the edge of the last worked row. It looks like you got all the way down. Alright, there's that stump. We might rent a stump grinder just to take care of those. Alright, all in all, I'm happy with this tractor and setup here. Just need to get straight. Probably gonna need our weeder tomorrow. Weeds won't grow today. And our trailer, so that's all we got left. Try to squeeze in here and get this weight. And last but not least, we'll go pick up our trailer. Definitely not the last thing. Just the last thing for now. Alright. Hopefully, the rest of this Let's Play series is not going to be riddled with bugs. But probably will be. Now, how is this game for any of y'all that play it? The volume. To me, the game volume seems to be like extremely low. So like, even if I turn, you know, my headphones all the way up to the point where I actually have to turn, like, if I'm watching on a YouTube video, I have to turn that volume on the video down almost to mute, and still this game is not very loud. Outside sounds good, inside it's just like almost muted. I like hearing those little sounds, little tick of your blinker, and the engine. And really, they're just faint, even at 100%. That should be a volume you should be able to, you should need to turn down. But I mean, with everything at 100% right now, everything on max volume on my PC. It's just not loud to me. I don't know. Alright. So now we just need to skip some time. Probably gonna get that Sleep Anywhere mod, just so we don't need that stupid house just for sleeping. So let's save what we got. Let's... I'm not sure if that's one of the mods that was actually already in the workshop, or one that I saw on the website. We'll check. If it's one that's already... If it's one that's already in the workshop, we'll just get that one. Oh, there's actually more stuff. Okay. Gameplay. That's a mod that I'm looking at, the manual attach. Might be good. Survival mode, that just seemed dumb to me. Click to switch. I was using that, but it just messes with all my other mouse keybinds. So there's our Sleep Anywhere. It was only 4 stars. Just like shit. If you don't like mods like this, it's one thing I hate. People they'll see a mod and be like, well, it's cheating or something, and they'll like downvote the mod. It's like, dude, fucking get a life. If you don't like the mod, don't use the mod. Don't vote on the mod because it just doesn't even pertain to you. But too many people are fucking idiots. Same with Steam. the early access is like the worst thing about early access is people that play early access games. It's got nothing to do with the game in almost every case. It's just idiots. Oh look, game, it's in alpha mode. It says right there that, you know, it's not complete, might change. It's gonna be full of bugs. And then what's the first thing they fucking complain about in the comments? It's this game's not finished. Game's not great, I don't recommend. It's like the whole fucking reason you're playing is to test and discover bugs. You're not there to get a full gaming experience. That's what you get when it's released. Okay, I'm done ranting. Sorry. That's not what recommend is for. An early access case. Alright, let's install this one. Can't read that. Additional currency? That's just for using euros or francs or placeables extended. That's always a good mod. Not for doing that, but for actually getting things close. So let's get that one. And now I'm very interested because there's a lot of new mods today, or categories. So I don't know how many new mods, but we'll go through these. Container, new, nope. It's been there a few days. Same thing. Real clock, that's new. Power tools was the last one on this one. Implement where. This should be in the game anyway. If you have all these implements attached to your tractor, the only thing you get is your durability or whatever of your tractor. It's just stupid. So at least when you switch tools, you should get a different indicator. But it doesn't. But I don't need it right now. Real clock shows the real time in the upper corner. I guess this is for people who don't have multiple monitors. Does it do anything else? Nope. Okay. It's not what I need. Yeah, some people are like, it's stupid, I have 2 monitors. I already see my clock, so downvote. Parked vehicle. I think that's just to remove it from your like auto switching when you're just jumping between the different cabs of all your vehicles. You can set some to like park so you don't jump to it. I guess that's useful if you have a lot of tractors. Alright, that's it for that one. That might be new. I don't need a slurry tanker yet. You're new. What's your difference? You don't say. It'd be nice. That's one thing. You shouldn't be allowed to release a mod without a description of what the mod is or what it does. You know, should have everything. Should have the price. Should have the fertilizing spread. Everything you need to know. But I went and downvoted here. I actually go to their wherever they're hosting it, write a comment. Please update your shit. Appreciate your shit. So at least tell us what it does. Thanks. Doo-doo-doo. I don't get it. I mean, it's neat, I guess, if you don't want the appearance of a worker. The future of tractors and farming does not involve people. Sorry, farmers. Looks like your jobs are going away too. Alright, we'll restart. Hopefully when we get back in, we won't have so many issues. Here we are, our lovely bear farm. $114,000 to our name. Nowhere to store bales. We've already got that place. Now that we have that mod, we could actually bump it all the way up to the edge. Alright, maybe we should spend a little time. No, we need more money. I need to know where my structures are going to go before I start painting. No sense in wasting money and having to double paint. 114,000. I don't think we can afford any more fields, so we'll just leave it at what we have. And so left shift Z to sleep. Okay, I need to assign that to a keybind. Hello, balloon. Dang, it's dark. Can't do our graphic settings from in the game. Otherwise, I would set. Wait a minute. I can actually maybe do it. 1 second. Is that a filter? Add filter. Color correction. The gamma or brightness? Yeah, y'all don't want it that bright, so let's do about 0.25. At least y'all can see. All right. It's a little bit brighter for you than it is for me in game. But at least y'all can see at night or in the morning. It's winter time, so we're just gonna crank it to 8. Is that too bright? That still looks good. It doesn't look like we're getting the right frame rate though. Because I have like 80 frames in game. So can I set that up to like 60 output? It's not going to let me change the frame rate while the stream is running. Alright, alright. Nope. Alright, it's worth a look. So we are on October. We're gonna have to wait till July for harvest. We have Weejet. Yes. So let's take care of that. We definitely want to take care of our weeds. Start with the small, problematic field first. There's the edge of my field. Wow, wheat really blends in with the grass. That's really hard to see. But I guess it's over here where the flowers aren't growing. Just kind of guessing. Alright, lower her down. It should be at the edge. Go ahead and start the helper. It's still saying weed 50%. We planted in September. Fast forward to October. And the weeds are already 75%. It's helping a little bit. As you can see, it's taking out some weeds, but not all of the weeds. I guess really it's not even taking, it's changing the appearance. And dropping it to 50% weed from 75. Same thing over here. I need a damn sprayer. Stop. All right, that settles that. Ooh. In one day in game, went from no weeds to too much weeds to use a weeder. I'm really starting to think that this new game that we loaded into is bugged. So we may be starting over. Because first it was a subsoiler. And the trees and the objects are registering with too big of a collision radius. So even with this much space between the field, which is actually not even there, it's like here, and the silo, it's registering it back about, I don't know, 20 feet into the field where it stops. So I already have the feeling we're just gonna have more and more problems. Yeah, herbicide. So it might be best just to start brand new. Which I don't care. I'm going to be streaming all day. And, you know, I just want to give you guys quality content, not all this BS. But while we're here, let's go ahead and test this out. I just want to know if this is going to work. Alright, let's spray. Put the helper on. Jump out. You're hitting trees. Alright, at least that's working. Why are you flipping up? Son of a bitch. Alright. That settles that. It's just all jacked up, so we're starting a new one. Like I said, I've been playing for a week, and this is the only game that I've had where it's just constantly screwing up. Almost everything messing up. What can you do? Oh. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube. We're starting a brand new game. Yeah. Fuck off. Alright, medium. Continue. Let's turn off mods that we're not gonna use. We're not gonna need we're not gonna use that one at all. Yes. No. Yes. 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 No. Don't need the rolling. I never buy those anyway. Sleep anywhere, yes. Stroutman, yes. Double yield, yes. Maybe we'll just get a better game all around. Have some good sales in the store right off the bat, like we usually do. Alright, let's make our dude real quick. Same thing. Pants are just a little too light for me. Shoes, darker brand. And glasses. Confirm. We got the wrong hair color. Fuck. Alright, but we got a sorghum. Looks like wheat. And sugar beets. Check the store for the sales. What do we got? $100 horsepower, Massey Ferguson. Look at that thing. Too small for us. Alright, let's move off the land. Let's go ahead and buy our farm. Maybe we should just go ahead and buy this field over here instead. Merge them, make one big field. And farm it that way, because then we could use half of the top field. Because the first half is pretty flat. You could run, the tool over it just to level that out just a little bit, but overall it's really good. The second half and this field is where the hill starts. It goes up and then down. So let's buy that second one. We'll worry about this later, this time around. Okie dokie. So we're going to start out with some chickens, and we need some wheat. So we're going to do cultivator. Not the shallow. 5 meter. Or 8. I think we'll do the 8. We're only going to use this to start with. Once we actually have crops down that we're actually going to harvest, we'll switch over to a subsoiler. Because I think that's all it was. You can't mow down and cultivate with a subsoiler. It leaves all that stubble. Instead, but the cultivator won't do that at first. So let's take the... There's only 260 for 5.7. 260 horsepower required. Or 320 for the big one, but yeah, we want to go big. Bigger the better. Wheel setup. We'll just do normal tires. 320 is what we need to operate it. So we can probably get that. 313. Yeah, it's worth a shot. 320. This gives us 375, and it's relatively cheap. It's just got the crab steering. Which really I don't mind too much. Workers handle it fine. So we could save a little money by buying this baby here. Do we want some weights? So we go up to 750. 18 mile an hour top speed, so this would definitely not be anything we'll be using off the farm. Wide tires. This one just looks better with twin wheels. Same thing on the others, Michelin's. Ooh, we got narrows. Narrow twins. That'd still be good enough for... That's not really narrow, is it? So we could pull quite an assortment with this. That's a little better looking. Narrow twins. Twin, wide, twin, wide. Twin, wide, twin. Which one's better? Redestein or Is that Michelin? It's about the same, actually. A little bit of a deeper tread, I think, on these ones. Alright, twin arrows. So this could be our all-around operate everything tractor. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's go ahead and buy. And our cedar planter. Blue drive 350. Well, we're definitely not going to get our fertilizer option with that tractor. There's no front attachment. So what was the 120,000? That was the biggest and cheapest. Otherwise, we jump into the 200,000s. So just seed and fertilizer. 15 meter. That's really just too much for us right now. 6. The only difference is capacity, 4,000. Or 5,500. That's a lot longer. A lot longer. Well, maybe just the angle. My guess is not that much longer, is it? Are you gonna work right? That's my only worry. Is the worker gonna use it correctly, or are they gonna start driving over itself, trying to spin in circles? Ooh, you know, we could just get this one and increase the tank size, which I think that would be fun. 5,000, 7,500. Let's do 5,000. That seems okay. Tons of color options. This is metallic, candy red. This is just chromed out. That's just sweet looking. It's kind of a chromy gunmetal. Still can't change these things from the blue. That's unfortunate. Try to find a good color with that chrome. Too dark. Could go for white just to match. Is there any just a matte white? Or it's too matte. Beige? No. Metallic white. Now that just looks like machined aluminum. Or tin. Yeah, they're just plain white. That's ugly. just lighter. Stick with the blue, just because we can't change that blue. Yeah, we'll just stick with that. Alright, sorry everybody. I know, wasting all your time. We will go with that cedar. It's a cedar planter. Plants everything. So, 1 tractor for a cultivator, 4 cedar. We can merge those fields with our cultivator. So all we're going to need is a fertilizer spreader, which you can run is independently. This is by you, 3,200 capacity. All we need is a small tractor for that. So we could go to our case. 170 horsepower, more than enough. 97,000. What other options we got? 99 for a John Deere. Same horsepower. Manual power shift. In the older style Massey Ferguson, 170 horse for 97,000. Let's do the John Deere. Oh, that's a little bit more, but it's a Deere. So, all right, wheel setup. We need narrow tires. What other options? Narrows. I like those narrows better. All right, so we got cultivator, cedar, fertilizer spreader. All we're gonna need is a weeder. Thinking that one plants, but it's only got 300 seed capacity, which is just like, what's the fucking point? Same with that. I just like the size of it because it. But that takes 170 horse. John Deere could do it. Barely. Or should we do a sprayer instead for the John Deere? 1,200 and 1,500. Or a dragger. Oh, it's just so much more work attaching these. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind. No, we could do just... Tell you what. Let's go ahead and get that for our weeder. Quit fucking around with the sporadic growth weight. Get our next narrows. Buy our second John Deere. That'll work. All right, we got 3 tractors. We have just about everything we need crop-wise, so we can get our trailer now. let's go ahead and just for start pick up a basic 12,000 capacity with a cover. Yes, please. Go ahead and buy that. And since we are going to be doing crop where we can get hay or straw, let's get a windrower. And our baler. I do like square bales. So we could do 180 centimeter or 240 centimeter with that one. Otherwise, we got to go down for this little rinky-dink, pissy little one. There's no John Deere balers. All right, what's the difference here? 250 or 230? Same bale size, just a little heavier, same speed. Guess it just looks nicer. More sleek, I guess. But we're gonna go with the class. Any tire options? No. Alright, got a windrower, got our baler. Bale loader is all we need now. So that was that'll do 180 to 240. And this loader does up to 180 round. Oh, that is 14 of those small hand-sized bales. Okay. So we need that one. I guess that'll hold 14 bales. Three bales. Does that automatically load? Because how would you load them in there? You gotta drop the sides? This is used for transport, so. Alright, guess we only get one option for our bale loader. Why bother putting in a wheel setup if there's no difference? Okay. Alright, so all we got left that we need, I believe, is our harvester. Everything else looks good. Don't need anything animal-wise for the chickens when we start out, so just might need front loader eventually. Again, not right now, so I think that is gonna do us. We can't do the stone picker. Dude, I just started a new game. We were having so many bugs. It just got bad. Because when you were with me that one day, you know, we planted the wheat. And fast forwarded just to the next day, the next month, which should have just been the start of the weed growth. Weeds were already at like 75%, so I couldn't weed them. I had to spray them. And then the sprayer wouldn't work right, so it just... Whatever happened when that game loaded in, it was just riddled with bugs. I didn't have anywhere near that amount of problems with any other of my saves. So it's like we're starting over. What can you do? Alright, let's get our good old combine. A New Holland's a lot more expensive, but it's 6 miles an hour faster. Probably doesn't matter when the header's on there. What's the operating speed? 6 miles an hour or 6 miles an hour? Yeah. So that makes no difference. John Deere holds 10,000. We get track option? Yeah, we do. Sweet. Alright, we're doing the crawler. And let's go ahead and grab the header for it. 7.6 meters. And we're left with 37,000. So we got everything we need, I think. The last thing to do is go back through our settings. Model save, time scale economy normal, traffic on, seasonal growth, yes, days per month, 1, visual, snow, crop destruction, yes, plowing required, yes, fieldstone off, lime off, weeds on, dirt slow, automatic start, stop no braking, and turn all those off. And where is my header? Seriously? Was it too expensive? Oh, we didn't have enough money for it. Ooh, so we didn't have that much money left. Alright, so take out a little loan. But yeah, unfortunately, wish we would have been into our first harvest by now, but it's having just way too many problems. I figured you went to bed, dude. I saw after farming, I went to bed at 1. I don't know how much longer you were farming, and then you went to Flight Simulator. I saw that this morning. Good Lord, you even sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here for just a little bit, eat some lunch, and we will start our next episode, which will really be the first episode. Now, the first we have equipment. Now let's get started episode. I hated having to do that. I hate to have to start again. We were streaming for, what, at least an hour? 2 hours. Had to start over like it never happened. Oh. And we're not even fucking with this field this time. For now. We're going to go down here and merge 38 and 39 together, so it's one long continuous field. This is as fast as we can go. This beats. We're not going to be harvesting that anyway. Or that. Whatever that is. So I need to try to line it up and not screw this up. So allow create fields. Lower. Looks like we need to go over one spot. There we go. It's alright. If we mess up a little bit, I can just paint the edge. There we go. Yeah, see, I could just... It's better to go... Oops. Better to go over. Because you can always just... do that. Alright, let's go and lift it up. Yeah, I need a little more vehicle variety. There's like 3 different kind of cars that go around and a van. That's like, so that's all you get. Ooh, too far. It's not too bad. Let's go back to painting grass. Wait. Okay. But yeah, it's about lunchtime, so I'm going to take a little break. Well, not about lunchtime, it's 2 o'clock. Alright, limit to fields. We'll go ahead and take her back to the beginning. And the worker should now do the job correctly. I treat it as one field. As long as your attachment is long, so by the time you get to the end of where the first field border was, since your tractor has to drive past it, as long as your tractor crosses into the boundary for the next field, it'll still continue on. It's lower. Here we go. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it till it gets there. And we will let it work. So that first half of the field down there at the bottom of the hill. What are you doing? Come on, worker. No. Stop. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. It's just, it's not even acting the same way it did yesterday. Welcome to Farming Simulator 22, where you can merge fields and the workers won't give a fuck. We'll even make it look like there's just one field on the map. See? Look, it's all dynamic. But the workers will still think there's not a field there. So what is the fucking point? There's just something wrong with the coding, because if you make a field, apparently the worker is not coded to work the field area. It's coded to work the boundary of the field that's designed already when you start the map. So it should just want to work. Now, if you're driving over plowed area, it should just keep going. There's nothing to the worker that should say, stop, don't go anymore. Unless maybe it's just something I'm not thinking of, like, because it's a different kind of crop, it doesn't want to go over there and destroy that kind. I don't know. That could be it. I could just be wrong. So, let's just keep on going. There you go. If not, it's no big deal. I was just hoping it would complete the whole field while I'm gone. Getting some food ready. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I'll just let this tractor do what it's doing. Just dawned on me we don't have a silo. That's alright. We'll figure something out. We don't need 2 John Deeres starting out, so I can sell one of those tractors. I think that's what it was. Just the different crop type. So even though it's one field, maybe, and I'm giving them the AI the benefit of the doubt here, but maybe it's trying to be smart and separate the fields because the crop type could be. And if it is, that would be good, because then I would know I could actually split a field and do a different type of crop. And if the harvester behaves the same way, or anything else, it won't touch, whichever crop I started on, it won't touch the other crop. So it won't run it over, hopefully. Won't damage it. Now I'm mowing down on some clam chowder. Yeah, making a mess. Get out of the road, dear. One thing I noticed, it might be different for you guys, but the amount of land that's covered by road over a map isn't that much. But boy, oh boy, do deer love standing in the fucking road. It's like they spawn on the roads or something. If I had a little piece of shell or something. At least it went away. Alright, farmer, helper is done there. Let's get it started on the second field. This will be a nice wheat field. Alrighty, there we go. So half that field was beets, the other half was potatoes. Either one I like to do, but I will do some potatoes if I'm raising pigs. Just because you gotta have some root crop for their food. And I don't like buying pig food. I don't like buying any food. You don't really make any money that way. And really, if you're like running out of food, or you run out of a certain type, some people they'll just go buy some. But I mean, even if you do that to fill it up, it's better just to lose some productivity than spend that much money on food. As long as it's full of corn, if you have just corn in there, that's 50%. Boom, that's half your productivity. And then all the other stuff just, increases that. So I mean, if you're just down, you don't have any root crop, that's like, what, 5 or 10%? Just suffer that. Because your pigs are still going to reproduce. Just a little bit slower. And the amount of money either buying the root crop or pig food, it's not worth it. And pigs eat just about everything, so there's no excuse for buying pig food. Doesn't matter if you don't have 100% production. 90 is still good. .90 production on what you grow yourself is better than 100% production shit you have to buy. I don't know why, but I was eating soup and I didn't think about a drink. So I'll be right back. Oh, we're just waiting for this guy to finish. Guess we don't absolutely have to, but I guess we could check our second thing. Check the field state. Cultivating won't get you a fertilizer state, so needs plowing, and of course cultivator doesn't get the plowing done either. Okay, but because it is putting the crop back into the soil as it cultivates, it is getting 1. If it was harvested, I don't think you would get fertilizer. Alright, but we do need plowing. We're just gonna have to skip that this time. Can't afford it. But we are selling this cultivator and buying a... Now that the field's finished. A subsoiler. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. We have enough power to operate that with this tractor. Pretty sure. That was really... So 150 horses all we need for that. We just need a weight. Because it is heavy with that seed. Alright, so a weight is one thing we can't afford. Let's do the 750. No. Yeah, it's gonna have 5,000 liters of seed in it, so I don't know exactly how much that weighs, but half a ton. Yeah, let's check that one. Gear. It's gonna be empty right now, but it's gonna be really heavy when we fill it up with seed. John Deere does not have that good of a turning radius. And we can't afford... oh no, it's 2,500. That's not bad. Alright, so we will buy that. Alright, so those are our variables up to E. Does it go any higher? No. So 26 mile an hour top speed. Probably a 27 downhill. Yep. Alright, let's just see where we're at. So we get our silo, which will be this one. It's going to stick out about that far. It's a good point of reference. I guess that spot. Alright, so that white spot there is about where the front feet will need to be. So I keep losing it. All right. It's right about that line. Get us room to turn here. Alright, so we're already set on wheat. That's what we are going to plant. Just about 2 feet off the side. Lower it down. Turn it on. Can't do it in August. Good God. Have to wait till September? What? Yeah. Alright. Well, how's my other guy doing? Are you finished? Or you just turned all sideways? Increase the time. Looks like we're gonna have to take out a $200,000 loan because I do want the big silo. There's no point buying a smaller one because you have to buy the new one first, put it down, and I don't think the crop transfers. I don't think their inventories are combined, so we'd end up losing everything we put in there unless we manually emptied it out and took it to the new one. But that's just too much work. Let's get her out of the way. Maybe back up just a little bit. Not sure if you fast forward, you just run out the gas, probably. Alright, we'll sleep till 6. Any earlier, I think it'll be just dark outside. Yeah, we'd have been working in total darkness. Turn on, get our lights on, just for a little bit. You are lowered. Let's go ahead and start. I should kill the weeds also. Let's get out of the way. See, that's what it should have done. The weeds are at 50%. In our last game that we were playing, the very next day, it was just instantly the weeds were 70%. So, let's get our time back down. Because everything really is supposed to tick over the new month. Nothing really goes by the hour anymore like it used to in Farming Simulator 19 and all the farming simulators before that. It's by the month, which is based on how many days you got set, so. I don't know what anybody would be doing setting seasons months to last 28 days. Because that's 28 days in game between months, and nothing happens in the meantime. So it's not like, you know how we waited one day, we got weeds. You wouldn't wait a day and get weeds. If it was on 28 days, you'd have to wait 28 days. And then your weeds would pop. What would you do in that amount of time? You need to own like the whole map and be running the game on like 60 times speed, and you'd probably still have time left over by the time you worked every field. I don't understand that. Do need a little more fertilizer on the field. Half the field. Anyway. Actually, no, I think it's, yeah. Because we don't have the fertilizer attachment for the seeder. So it's just doing straight. Straight seeds. I think we should have bought a 750-pound weight for this tractor. We're gonna run out of money right here. So one thing I will do is go to our generators. Now these are the two that come with the mod. This one's a little extreme, you know, $350,000 an hour. So that's a couple mil. Per year. We'll do the 350. Just to give us a little bit of passive income. Not too much. That just helps us out a little bit. It pays for the workers. Yeah, we don't have enough money to pay the worker, so. Alright, second half of the field. $21 meters. There's like hardly any traffic ever. And now we're just getting tons. Not complaining. I like the traffic. Alright, let's find the end. It was right there. It's gonna be pretty close. Till we get to the halfway mark. Let's take a look. Yep. All right. Alright, we're good and fertilized. A nice view block right there. Go and grab our sprayer. I wonder why that turned off. It's been on a timer. 4-hour timer. Alright, I think we will go ahead and fill up this sprayer. We'll go ahead and fill up both ends. Heavy, heavy. Ooh. Yeah, just got that suspension low. Alright, this will be my dedicated weeder. A little crooked. And none of the other equipment we need till after harvest, so that's all for baling. Pretty much just the baling. Alright, so I guess that's we're gonna leave it for now. Gonna take a little break and do some more farming this evening when we come back, and should be a little bit more productive now that the tools and everything seem to be working better. Not stumbling over so many bugs, which is always a good thing. So, to everybody that stopped by to check it out, really appreciate you guys watching. Always do. If you want to swing by later, probably, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours, maybe 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll probably jump back on and do my second stream of the day. Yeah, it's about 2:40 now, so give me about 6 o'clock. And we will leave everything here as it is. Probably leave the game running, go ahead and let him finish his job so we are fresh and ready to go for the next project when we come back. Alright, if you enjoyed the content, if you learned anything, if this was informative, helpful in any way whatsoever, I would appreciate like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you tonight. Take it easy.